Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. Today on the program, media personality Erwin Tulfo apologizes to a former Army chief and now DSWD secretary.
Muli po, sa mga naapektuhan at nasaktan sa aking masasakit na pananalita laban po sa kalihim, naway mapatawad po ninyo ako bilang isang tao.
Following the recall of security escorts of the Tulfo family.
Yes, it has something to do with these comments to, of course, to the Secretary of DSWD.
Also, Peter Advincula, alias Bicoy, the man claiming to be behind the Ang Totoong Narco List videos, is now under police custody.
Pwedeng nang start verifying yung sinasabi niya, but of course, without his sworn statement na sinasabi niya, pati yung mga pangalan na pinagsasabi niya, pati yung mga lugar na pinagsasabi niya, that has to be covered with a sworn statement.
As the probe on the so-called Aos Duterte plot begins, Philippine National Police Chief Oscar Albayalde joins us live. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pinky Webb. After lambasting Social Welfare Secretary Rolando Bautista on air for refusing to answer his call for an interview, media personality and commentator Erwin Tulfo says sorry. On Monday, Tulfo issued an apology to Bautista, the military, the police, and all those he may have hurt. The security escorts assigned to the Tulfo family were also pulled out, and the Philippine National Police says this could have been triggered by the broadcaster's remarks against Bautista. Also, Peter Advincula, alias Bicoy, is back in police custody, but does he still have credibility? Let's go straight to the source of the story. We have PNP Chief Oscar Albayalde. General, good to have you again. Thank you for giving us your time,
Thank you
sir.
for having me again.
So many things to talk about. Topic number one is, of course, media personality Erwin Tulfo versus Secretary Bautista. The man has apologized, Erwin Tulfo apologized, not just to Secretary Bautista, but also to the military, sir, to the police, and to all that he may have hurt along the way. What is your reaction?
Yes, first of all, we want to thank Mr. Erwin Tulfo for apologizing publicly, and that is very noble of him. And his apology, I'm sure, is very much accepted.
Really?
Yes.
By the police?
And even probably the military. And of course, knowing General Bautista, I think he will accept that.
Yeah, it's good that you can talk to us about Secretary Bautista because it is quite hard to get to him. Siya ho ba yung taong madaling magpatawad pagkatapos ng mga pagmumura o panlalait sa
Yes,
kanya?
basically, General Bautista, I knew him since the time when we were cadets kasi company mate ko yan. Yes, so we were together for 3 years in the PMA, class 85 sila, class 86, but we stay in one company, that's Charlie Company.
Okay.
Yes, and kung anong makita mo siya ngayon, ganun siya talaga. No? He's a very private person, man of few words, pero napakabait.
So it would be very easy for him to accept the apology.
Yes, I think
of,
so. Yes,
Erwin.
knowing him, yes.
Kayo ho ba, sir, honestly, isa ho ba kayo doon sa na-upset o nagalit doon sa nangyari?
I would say yes, probably. No, it's because this person he served for 37 years in the Philippine Army. No, hindi naman biro-biro yung service niya. He's with the Scout Ranger. He's with the Special Forces. He served in Marawi. You could just imagine. No, he's a war veteran, and yet parang ganun lang ang sasabihin natin sa isang tao na ganito.
So you were upset as well because the last one to show his support was incoming Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa. Ang sabi nga niya ho, parang dinefend niya si Secretary Bautista. They were at a wedding together, and I'm gonna show that Facebook post of General Bato soon as it's ready. Kayo ho ba? Meron ho ba kayong Facebook? Did you feel, that you needed to do something to defend Secretary Bautista yourself, sir?
Well, I think yung pull out pa lang nung that's one already. No? That's why I said yesterday that's to be honest about it, of course, that's one factor.
Yeah.
Let's not go around the bush anymore. No, that's one factor. So that's.
And I'm happy you said that, sir.
Well, I have to be honest, sabi ko nga, no. Kailangan natin sabihin na lang tunay. That triggered, of course, but that's not the main reason, of course.
Pero yun ang nag-trigger. Kung hindi po nangyari yon, posibleng naiwan pa sa kanila yung mga security detail. Pero dahil nangyari ito, yun ang nag-push.
Well, probably
na
yes, but of course yung pull-out kasi is a regular basis. Yung pull-out is a regular basis. That's true. No, it's not only on the Tulfo brothers but on everybody. Even former generals, no? We pull them out, we evaluate, and then if kung kailangan, we bring them back.
So I was saying a while ago, sir, si General Bato de la Rosa nga po showed his support through Facebook. Ang sinabi nga niya dito, kung sino man ang gustong mambastos at manakit sa napakabait at napaka-maginoong upperclassman ko na ito, dumaan muna kayo sa akin para matikman ninyo ang brotherhood ng PMAers. What do you say to that?
Well, I think so. And as I've said, no, I probably know General Bautista better than Senator
Ganun ho
Bato.
ba?
Yes, because he during the time when we were cadets, company mate ko nga siya. We lived in one barracks, no, for 3 years hanggang mag-graduate sila. Sila ang upper class namin. Because he's 1 year senior than us.
Did you reach out to him nung nangyari po ito?
No, basically no. Not even nag-text or ano. Ganun siya. He's a very silent and very private person.
Okay, now let's go back to what you were saying a while ago dun sa security details, sir. Sino ho ba talaga nag-utas nito? Kayo ho ba?
No, actually, yung pull-out, the pull-out actually happened when I was not around. I was out of the country. I was in Israel for an official trip.
Yeah.
So I just have to support yung decision ng ating director of PSPG.
Yeah, but under whose orders?
Well, it was actually the OIC then. The OIC, I think, is General Archie Gamboa when I was out. Yes.
On whose orders?
I don't know.
Hindi ba kayo?
No.
Anyway, you're saying you're honest about this. Was there some sort of directive or instruction from you
Well,
from
I
the
think
OIC?
it's probably a decision of the organization, not from anybody else.
But you're heading the organization,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
So,
I just supported it. Kung yung nag-decide sila the organization, they informed me, I supported it, the decision.
but it didn't emanate from you. Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
The
yes.
decision to pull out
Yes,
and
because I
review.
was out of the country. Yes.
Yeah, but you could have been out of the country, sir, but you could have still ordered this, hindi ho ba?
Yes,
But
yes.
you
But
didn't.
I was only informed after.
And you
it
threw
was,
your full support
yes.
to this. Sir, ang dami pong tanong dito. Number one, siguro ang tanong din is, why lahat po sila? Lahat ng Tulfo brothers, pati po si Ramon Tulfo, who's special envoy for public diplomacy to China, sir.
Well, as I've said, no, isa yan. Let's be frank about it. This triggered the pag-pull out. And of course, kung merong isa, the whole family. Like if you're the father and you have your children who have security escorts also, pag yung father natanggal or one of the children, siyempre, of course, everybody will, all the security of the family will be evaluated. That's what happens here.
Nagdamay-damay
Yes,
na.
yeah. But of course, ang sabi ko nga, kung sila mag-apply ulit, if they apply again, it will be all in the same process. No?
Yeah.
They will undergo the same process again.
So-
And we're not saying that they will be denied of security kung talagang they deserve to be secured by PNP personnel.
Who pays for the security, sir, of the security details?
Nobody. It's the PNP that are serving as security escorts. They're being paid by the government. May salary yung police, remember. But sometimes, probably, they give allowance. I really don't know.
Do you know how much? Because on social media, questions are also coming out on magkano ho ba ang nagagastos para maging security detail?
Well, basically, it's their duty. Kasi may kanya-kanyang duty kami, di ba? Yun. That's their specific duty. So if you're assigned as a security escort, then you're being paid by the government. Yung salary mo, it's the same salary that those policemen doing patrol duties.
Na ano lang kayo, na-transfer lang
Yes,
kayo to an
yes,
individual?
yes.
Parang
Yun
ganun,
lang
sir.
job description mo, kumbaga.
Yeah, doon ka nalipat
Yes.
no? What about yung sinasabi, sir, na kung nalipat sila doon, syempre they can get allowances. But there was something you said yesterday, sir, that one of the reasons, or the other day, was that because of the rant of Erwin Tulfo, and another one was saying, you were saying about the behavior of dun sa mga ini-escortan.
Yes.
In other words, there has to be a responsibility
Yes.
dun sa taong
Yes,
ini-escortan.
that's correct. The good behavior, good moral character, no? Yung and also it's just like giving license, firearm license. Pag may misdemeanor, there will be an re-evaluation on your part, on that person.
Why was the re-evaluation? Why did it just happen recently, sir? Let me put this into context. When maybe someone like Erwin Tulfo, who has told us yesterday that ito tone down na daw nila yung kanilang Tulfo brand of
Yes.
commenting on radio. Bakit ho ngayon lang? Will you be able to admit that nangyari kasi ito dahil kay Secretary Bautista?
Well, hindi siguro. There are also instances, no? There are also instances where we pull out security escorts. Not only security escorts, but also gun licenses. Yes.
No, but why
Because
now?
of misdemeanor, yung bad behavior.
Wala ho
Yes.
bang misdemeanor or bad behavior in the past, is what I'm asking, sir.
I think there were. There were.
But-
yes. Yes, and also yung na-pull out not only their security but also their gun license were revoked. Yes.
For the Tulfo brothers?
No, not for the Tulfo brothers, but to other person.
I see. Let's talk about the Tulfo brothers. Yung tinatawag na misbehavior and misdemeanor, ngayon lang ho ba nangyari yun?
Yes, on them, I think so. I think so. As far as I can remember. As far as I
Or
can
would you
remember.
say, sir, that posibly ho bang walang nagsumbong? Ay, ito ho
Or
kasi...
probably there were no complaints before, no? It's their brand of newscasting is very different. Alam nyo, di ba? Pero there were no complaints on them probably, so walang
Hanggang
nangyari.
lumaki ng
Yes.
lumaki ito
Yes.
because of Secretary
Yes.
Bautista. So what I want to find out, sir, now is, pag meron ho bang police escort, this is not for the Tulfo, anybody for that matter, na yung amo po ay nagkaroon ng misbehavior, pwede ho ba kaming magsumbong sa PNP?
Yes, of course. Yes, of
And
course.
you will
can
act on
file-
that?
Yes, yes, of course. Anybody for that matter.
Now that they have apologized, sir, in fact, Ramon Tulfo was here yesterday prior to the apology of Erwin. Nag-apologize din
Yes.
po si Ramon Tulfo. Yung dalawang Marines niya, nirecall din daw po. Because of this, maibabalik ho ba ang kanilang mga security detail?
Well, that depends on the armed forces of the Philippines because the Marines are not under the Philippine National Police.
But there were 8 dun sa ibang Tulfo brothers, sir.
Yes. As I've said, hindi naman probably forever yan. They can always reapply. But they have to undergo the same process again from the beginning. Yung security threat, it has to be validated kung talagang may threat dun sa kanilang buhay. At of course, yung sabi nga natin, yung good moral character, isa yun.
They have to, are you saying that they have to prove that they will practice good moral and right conduct din ho ba?
Well, ang ano doon is, of course, not to practice because if you give the security detail, it has to be proven na itong mga tao na to are really
lives.
Yes, their lives are being threatened.
Kailangan, syempre, yun muna yung number one.
Yes.
That's why they will be provided security. Before we go on a break, kasi ang sinabi niyo po, kailangan po ito i-review. Yung,
Yes.
yung mga police escorts na tinanggal po
That's
sa kanila.
actually what we're doing to everyone.
Okay. But of course, they are very popular, kaya nasisingle out and because of what happened to Secretary Bautista. How long does the review last, sir?
Well, according to the director of PSPG, it's probably 2 weeks.
2 weeks. All right. We'll be taking a short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Please stay tuned. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today, PNP Chief Oscar Albayalde. Sir, you were talking about the... let's be more candid about this. You were talking about the PNP Chief kayo at yung mga maanghang na nasabi ni Erwin Tulfo. You can repeat that on air, sir. Anyway, it was on Facebook also, sir.
Yes, as I've said, no, I'm a PMAer, one of the PM. Of course, I was hurt dahil na-drag yung the whole PMA graduates doon sa sinabi nila. No? And of course, I'm the PNP chief. And what would they think about me if I will not do something about it?
Yeah.
No? If I can do something about it and yet I did not do anything, no? Ano naman masabi din naman sa akin. So I have to do also my responsibility not only as a chief of the PNP but also as a PMAer.
Presidential spokesperson Sal Panelo was saying, nag-apologize na yung mama. In fact, I think those were the words he said, referring to Erwin. I'm not sure if we have that, it was a press conference yesterday of the secretary, rather the spokesperson of the president. Let's listen.
Mr. Tulfo has his reasons for so doing, and he has already apologized for that. I think we should bury that.
Sir,
We should move forward.
So I throw that question to the PNP. Should you, the PNP, the PMAers, move forward?
Yes, let's move forward. I think, as I've heard yesterday when Erwin Tulfo made a public apology, it's very much acceptable. It's very noble of him and very gentleman.
Okay, and then actually it was our interview, sir, with Erwin. Sabi po, tinanong ko pa nga siya, kailangan ba mula ngayon mag-tone down na yung iyong brand of siguro pananalita? Sabi niya, yes. Sabi niya, it's time to change it. Sabi niya, baka daw hindi na in tune with the times. Sabi niya.
Probably in the tone down. That's it. Let's just be balanced and be responsible. No, just like you. As I've said yesterday, if you're a newscaster, if you're a broadcaster, no, whatever you say can ruin a person's reputation. Not only that person, but also his family.
That's right. And what are the, malaki ho ba yung chance na mabalik yung kanilang security detail?
There is, yes. There's a chance, yes. There's
Big
a chance.
that that will be maibabalik po sa kanila. You're talking about responsibility and how us, sir, or anybody for that matter who's on television can ruin a person's reputation. Let me move now to Peter Advincula, alias Bicoy, sir. You know, when nilabas niyo ho siya sa krame, immediately after that, I think we had Senator-elect Bato de la Rosa. And you were criticized, sir, for allowing him to have a press briefing at krame. I asked incoming Senator-elect Bato de la Rosa, sabi ko, tama ho ba yung ginawa ni General Oscar Albayalde? In fact, sinabi niya, oo, I would have done the same thing. Looking back, sir, hindi ho ba kayo nagamit, naging tama ho ba itong inyong naging pasya o desisyon na pagsalitain si Peter Advincula?
Well, as I've said, Pinky, depende kung sino nagsasalita. Depende kung sino nagsasabi niyan. No? And as I've said, this is no different from somebody who is detained in a detention cell, and here comes press people asking questions on that person. No, anong pinag-iba nun? And we've been doing this for several years already. No, even before the time of Chief Bato. No, and ang sinabi niya is he wants to make a public apology. And then sinabi niya na he's willing to answer questions. So, ano natin, no?
Ang pagkakaiba ho siguro, sir, andun kayo lahat sa likod niya. When there are people, siguro pagtingnan po kasi yan, na nandun kayo sa likod niya, it's as if you're supporting the claim of Peter Advincula. Clarify that, sir.
What's so different dun sa mga hinarap din namin na mga suspects and all, na that they're also lambasting the Philippine National Police right in front of us. Di ba? Wala naman pinag-iba yun eh. I don't think that there's a difference dun sa mga ginawa na before, dun sa pati dito kay Peter Advincula. It's because probably yung sinasabi niya is something to do with politics. Di ba? Yun siguro ang ano din. And some people were hurt or probably were involved in what he's actually saying, no? As we have said, we just gave him the opportunity to make a public apology, and then sabi niya he is willing to answer questions.
Looking back, though, would it have been more prudent for you to have had Peter Advincula sign an affidavit prior to presenting him in the PNP headquarters to the media, sir?
Well, kung nag-sign siya ng affidavit, then we could have just filed the case. Tapos na yon, diba? And here he is. He is not being pressured naman. No? Wala namang pressure sa kanya. In fact, after he posted bail, he was freed. He posted bail.
Yes.
He was under arrest.
Na-hospital po siya.
Yes.
Di ba? And then, umalis siya.
Yes.
And ang sabi niyo nga po, he didn't ask for any.
But of course, I think last Sunday or last week, he went back to the CIDG and together with his lawyer.
Let's talk about that, sir. Is there already an affidavit? Ano ho ba ang sinasabi ngayon ni Peter Advincula alias Bicoy, sir?
Well, yung affidavit niya, I think it's not yet finished. No?
Ginagawa pa rin?
Yes, ginagawa pa rin yung ano niya. But he submitted his cell phone and his desktop already for forensics.
Did you see? You saw those, sir? No?
No,
Maybe
no.
pinakita siya sa inyo?
No.
No,
The cell phone was actually during when he was making his
krame,
statement.
sir.
Yes, that cell phone was there.
So you're just awaiting for the statement, the affidavit, the signed affidavit of
Yes.
Peter. So he will stay with the CIDG for now?
Yes.
And
I think he's under custody of the CIDG upon his request.
And because there's a threat to his life, sir?
That's one. And he voluntarily went to the CIDG. Nobody forced him. And together with his lawyer, of course.
So we will just see kung ano po ang sasabihin ni Peter Advincula.
Yes,
in
I think
the
you'll
next couple of
probably,
days.
kung ano nang sabi niya, it will be probably basically
Kung
the
ano
same.
sinabi niya sa media, nung humarap po siya sa
Will
media,
probably be the same.
will probably be the same thing, except this one is written and attested to.
Yes.
We'll be taking another short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Please stay tuned. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today, PNP Chief General Oscar Albayalde. Sir, again, you mentioned a while ago, kakabalik niyo lang po from a trip.
Yes.
It's a counter-terrorism trip. And where did you go?
In Israel.
Tell us more about that, sir.
Well, remember yung Israel kasi they're very good in counter-terrorism. No? Before, when I was a junior officer, we have cross-training with the Israeli police also. But it's limited to Special Action Force, and we want to expand this to the different regions. So, but they were really very willing to share their talents and skills to the Philippine National Police.
So you're hoping that there will be some sort of counter-terrorism training?
Yes, remember they're very good at it. No, very good kasi yung Israel dyan because they're always under threat. At yung kanilang urban counter-terrorism warfare is also very good.
When will this happen, sir? Nagkaroon na ba ng agreement of some sort?
Actually, this is also already happening with as I've said, with the Special Action Force, no? But we want to expand this
to the regional.
Yes, to the regional level.
And mangyayari ho ba ito?
Yes, I think they're very much willing. Yes.
And ROTC, sir, ano ho ba? At dalawa pa, meron pa yung task force on anti-bullying because it was the start of school. So let's start with the ROTC, sir.
Well, ROTC, we fully support that, no? In other countries, remember, lahat yan, no? Lahat yan, meron namang ROTC. In some other countries, like in Israel, mandatory 2 years. They have to enlist in the army for 2 years. And also in Taiwan, which is a very, very small country. What more dito sa Pilipinas? And we're saying that we have threats already, no? Like sa ibang bansa. So, and of course, ang pinaka-importante doon is we want to develop the sense of, the sense of patriotism and nationalism among the youth. No, ito yung comment nga ng ibang bansa sa atin. We lack the love of country. We lack nationalism. We lack patriotism. We are so divided. No. And I don't see anything wrong with this ROTC. Yung kung kami nga, 4 years kami sa PMA, ano pa yung 2 years lang. No?
Yeah.
And it's not even every day.
Yeah. I guess, kasi questions also arise, sir, on the possible abuses. Dalawa lang naman yun, yung abuses, tsaka yung exemption.
Well, that has to do, isa pa yan, yung the discipline, not only on the students, but also on the instructors. No, napaka-importante kasi yan. That's true, there are abuses. And also, not only abuses, but also corruption, alleged corruption. Merong ganito, merong ano, before. You pay a certain amount para hindi ka na pumasok, and then may attendance ka na. So you see, these are the things that we have to correct.
Pero dapat lang ayusin.
Yes.
Hindi naman ibig sabihin na porkit may ganon, ay wag na natin gawin.
And balik lang. We have to improve on it, actually. We have to improve on the process. We have to improve on how we train our youth also.
General Oscar Albayalde will be retiring in November, sir. Yung mandatory age of retiring. What will happen to you next? Are you going to be like a General Bato de la Rosa,
No,
sir?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You never thought, you don't even think about politics, sir?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. Wala sa isip ko yun.
Talaga, sir?
I just want to enjoy probably time with my family for a while kung talagang bibigyan ako ng another post by the President. Yes.
But of course, if the President assigns you to another post,
Yes.
you will accept that.
Yes, of
Pero ang politics, it doesn't attract you so much,
No.
sir. Talaga, ha? And so, wala kang plano maging Senator Lacson, Senator Honasan, Senator Bato de la Rosa, sir?
I think they're doing good na sa kanila. No, sa ngayon, wala.
Okay, so November, you're looking forward to what? Spending time with your family, sir?
Probably a long vacation. And then kung talagang bibigyan ako ng presidente, of course, sino ba ako para tumanggi?
General, what would you say was your biggest achievement as chief of the PNP? What are you most proud of? Mahirap po kasi parang tinataas mo yung sarili mong ano. Pero what are you most proud of?
Well, I really can't say, no, because there are comments here and everywhere. You know, alam mo na, you cannot please everybody, no. But what I can say is probably yung malaking pagbabago in yung unang-una is the discipline. It's, you know, bata pa ako or even nung junior officer day pa ako, junior officer pa ako, talagang ito nang nakita ko na problema no? And it went big, so big na parang yun na, lumabas na. No? At least during my time, I can say na nag-improve siguro yung level of discipline in the Philippine National Police. With regards to the accomplishments on operations, you know, this is part of our mandate. No? Hindi ko naman pwedeng ipagyabang yon, Pinky. That is, it's because this is the focus and the flagship project of the government. So we have to really support it. No? But yung on our own, what we did is the internal cleansing siguro. Napaka-importante. No? We want to professionalize on how we professionalize the PNP. No? Gusto kong maiwan ito, although it will not happen during my time, definitely, because of the large scale of the problem. Yeah. No? Malaki ito eh. It will go, kailangan dito ng taon talaga. No, yung transformation.
Taon o dekada?
Yeah, that's why our transformation is 2030. No, decades ang hinihintay dito. You cannot just transform overnight. So it's really very important na matuloy-tuloy sana ito. There will come a time na makita yung mga PNP as a professional police personnel sana ng ating mga tao. And
na ginagalang.
Yes,
na
we
mataas
respect.
ang
Yes,
paggalang.
that's the magic word.
Right.
No, that's the magic word ng mga respetado ng ating mga kababayan, ng ating mga kapulisan.
That will make you very, very proud.
Yes.
And of course, the Filipino proud. Kung lahat naman ho tayo siguro kung gano'n ang ating pagtingin.
Yes.
Not just to the police, but people in authority. Hindi
Yes,
po
not
ba?
only that, probably in the manner of yung the conduct of operation, para mawala na yung pagdududa sa ating mga kapulisan. No? Yung everything we do is within the limits of the law,
Within the
SOP.
Constitution.
Yes, yes.
All right. I hope, sir, maimbitahan ka namin muli bago ang iyong retirement in November.
I look forward to that.
We'd like to thank you, PNP Chief General Oscar Albayalde. Sir, maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Pinky.
Thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.